Well, I wrote this book a couple of years ago, and I'm an old rock and roll guy. I kind of got sick of playing those beer joints and those rock and roll clubs, and I still play them, but to cleanse the palate, I like to get off the beaten path sometimes. I got a girl, you ain't got one little eyes of Jane. I got a girl, you ain't got one little eyes of Jane. And so I got to looking on the internet to see if there was a place where you could go to, like a list of these kinds of events. And there wasn't anything. So I thought, well, there should be, at least for Kentucky. And so I just set about to write the book myself. And what I did is I started in western Kentucky, in Paducah, where I live. And I came around this way and went all the way to eastern Kentucky and just documented everything I could find. Asked a lot of people about places that were hidden off the beaten path and the little hollers and the nooks and crannies. Barn dances have been around since like forever, since there's been barns, so barn raisings. And the American tradition of barn dances was found in the farming communities before pop culture, before rock and roll, before country music was country music. It was homemade music in barns or out in the yard or on the porch, and it was done for people that had a really rough life, that a lot of times they didn't even live to the age of 40. This is like the old agrarian era. We're talking about a different era altogether. And there's still people alive that you can talk to that remember the Depression and the 20s. And they're really getting old, so it's really important that we befriend them and learn their songs and listen to their stories. That's the one thing you take away from this, especially this year when Ralph Stanley just died, all these old timers and all these Merle Haggard. We need to really interview our elders and carry on their music, because that era is long gone almost.